School teaches you a very specific equation. You trade an hour of your time for an hour of pay. But right now, there are people earning money without being awake. They aren't hustling harder. They've simply replaced themselves with a system. You stop getting paid to show up and start getting paid because a mechanism is running autonomously. Most people who try to build one of these income streams end up losing money or burning out. The error usually happens on day one. They pick a business model that requires capital they don't have or time they can't spare. To fix that, we need to look at the math. I've broken down 6 specific data-backed ways to build an income system in 2026. We are going to arrange them in strict order of startup cost, starting at literally $0 and scaling all the way past $1 million. This quadrant chart tracks the relationship between capital required and upfront effort. Notice the inverse correlation. If you bring 0 money to the table, you have to contribute heavy, focused time. If you have significant cash, you can buy back that time immediately. We are holding each of these 6 models to strict criteria. We will examine the 2026 revenue data, the exact software tools used to remove human labor, and the single specific mistake that operators make to bankrupt themselves. You have to sacrifice something upfront to get a system off the ground. Your success depends entirely on accurately assessing whether your current advantage is your wallet or your calendar. We start in the sweat equity tier. This includes print-on-demand and digital products. The financial barrier to entry sits between $0 and $500, but the time commitment to build the initial asset from scratch is intense. The mechanics here are straightforward. You design a niche t-shirt graphic or structure a specialized Notion template exactly once. From that point on, automated software duplicates, delivers, and processes payment for that identical file 1,000 times over. With digital or print-on-demand products, profit margins sit between 70 and 90%. A well-targeted mini course can generate up to $15,000 a month. But a $0 entry fee means competing against everyone on Earth with an internet connection. This leads to the most common point of failure. Operators try to sell a generic productivity course to professionals or a basic coffee mug to nurses. Those products vanish completely into the algorithm. To actually close sales without a massive marketing budget, you need extreme specificity. A time blocking system built exclusively for freelance designers raising toddlers. A mug designed for ICU nurses on a double shift. That level of targeting bypasses the competition entirely. Without financial capital to risk, you must spend your time isolating a hyper-specific audience gap and building the exact tool they need. Moving up the capital ladder brings us to the micro-asset tier. With $3,000 to $15,000, you can control physical, cash-flowing operations without actually owning the underlying real estate. This covers models like rental arbitrage, where you sublease an apartment to list on Airbnb, and smart vending machines placed in high-traffic commercial buildings. The updated matrix shows a shift. A single apartment or vending machine nets over $1,000 a month because software handles the labor. Dynamic pricing automatically adjusts rates, and telemetry apps alert your phone for restocking. You just review dashboards. The risk profile also shifts. The primary failure point here is administrative. Operators skip securing explicit written permission from landlords for arbitrage, or they accept handshake deals for vending machine placements. When property owners change their minds, the penalty is severe. You face immediate eviction, dead physical inventory, and the complete loss of your initial investment. In the micro-asset tier, the product itself matters less than your paperwork. Your entire revenue stream relies on the strength of the contracts you negotiate for prime physical locations. Finally, we reach the brick-and-mortar empires. These are established facilities, specifically laundromats and self-storage, requiring $200,000 to over $1 million in liquid capital to acquire. People accumulate possessions faster than they accumulate space, and clothes always get dirty. During recessions, inflation, or economic shifts, the demand for these exact services remains rigid. You cannot cut a subscription to clean laundry. This chart shows the annual failure rates across various retail sectors. According to industry data, laundromats operate with an annual failure rate under 1%. They are profoundly resilient. Fully operational revenue ceilings reflect the heavy barrier to entry, generating hundreds of thousands annually. The modern playbook demands immediate technological upgrades, card-only payment systems, automated smart gates, and digital lease software. Customers pay, access, and leave completely independently of you. The fatal error at this scale is poor pre-acquisition due diligence. Buyers skip paying a technician a few $100s to audit aging equipment, or they ignore local 3-mile radius saturation reports and buy into an overcrowded market. At the highest tier, you buy back almost all of your daily hours. You achieve long-term wealth preservation by treating heavy upfront capital and strict pre-purchase auditing for a system that practically runs itself. You now have the data on 6 proven mechanisms, but choosing one based on the final revenue number, rather than your current bank account, guarantees you will fail. This flowchart maps exactly where you should start. You need to answer one question. What is your primary available resource today? If you have time but low capital, do not take out a loan. Follow the first path. Build digital products or print-on-demand assets. Use those countless hours to learn audience targeting and algorithm optimization with financial risk. If you have $5,000 to $15,000 in cash, follow the middle path. Launch a rental arbitrage unit or a vending route. Focus your energy heavily on pitching landlords and negotiating ironclad location contracts. If you hold heavy liquid capital, follow the final path. Look into acquiring an existing laundromat or self-storage facility. Prioritize historical cash flow stability over rapid growth and implement modern software to run it. Let's be clear on the reality. None of these offer a hands-off experience on day one. You either methodically build the engine or you strategically buy it and upgrade the parts. The money moving around the world right now while you watch this video isn't magic. It's the delayed reward for making a very specific decision to build a functional system today instead of just filling a schedule.